also releases the power simply to them on all decisions to fight for us. Because to me personally, to get all the previous communications and to get most, maybe they are giving us some indications, but the judge has already made their judgment. And so the rest is really for us to decide what to do the next. It seems to me so far, the mayor is the one who has plans, who is very decisive on proceeding. And he was elected on his promise. So why don't we give him the chance and also let him do the job? Give him the power and also give him the power to write checks to the attorney and give him the power to hire who to represent us. I mean, if you guys have objections to that, maybe we can open this to the whole town for people to decide. So, let's save the pain for both sides. Let's stop the fighting. Let's stop talking about the past. And the town needs a future. Thank you.
Tim Katrubis, 54 Hickory Street. I mean, what can I say, everybody? This is pretty disappointing, right? If this was a corporate boardroom, you'd all have been fired a long time ago. I don't even understand why some of you even up here anymore. The entire public has lost their faith in all of you, right? They really have. You're not working for the people. We just had an election. We have decisively spoken. We have more votes. It was by a big margin. But you guys just aren't listening. So at this point, the town is crumbling. Nobody seems to care. I see smirks here, more smirks there. There's nothing funny about this. I have personally invested $1.5 million in this town. People say, hey guys, why are you doing this? I'll tell you why I'm doing it. Because this is the last slice of Americana that's left in this country, okay? You show me another place where you drive 5 miles to an Ivy League school, okay? You show me another place where you're 3 miles away from Columbia Medical Center, 1 mile away from a metropolis. This is about our land, folks. This whole thing is a fraud, okay? And the fact that they don't want to fire these attorneys, I mean, who are we kidding here? They spent $2.5 million. What have they done for us? Nothing. Get rid of them. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Her and her. You all have to go. This entire thing is a fraud. Then why don't you just leave? I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a deal, Mr. Versa, since you have all the answers. Why don't you resign today? Let me sit in your chair. Give me 6 months. Give me 6 months to clean house, and let me give the mayor the power to do what he needs to do. And we'll put experts around us, and then we'll fight them. How about that? I mean, that's what the people want anyway. They don't want you. They don't want you. They don't want you. They don't want a lot of you. They definitely don't want you. Now, a lot of people don't. You guys. No, I don't want to run. I don't want to run. I want to win. I want to win. This isn't about a campaign. And by the way, I don't want to run. I have no interest in running for politics. You have interest in politics, not me, sir. I did this because I love my community. I don't love you. I love my community. Okay? You're nothing but a fraud, sir. You're a fraud. But let me take this a step further. Okay? Let me take this. I'm done talking to you. Let me take this a step further. No, I'm not an angry man. You're the angry man, sir. You're the angry man. I speak with passion and the truth. There's a big difference. Okay? And the people here, they know all of that. Okay? I'm tired of listening to the lies, that's why, okay? But it's one thing when you can sit here and you have a civil conversation with us and you tell us what the hell is going on. It's another thing when you sit here and you lie to the public's face. And why I come up here last is because I'm trying to wake up the public. Wake up, everybody. These people are all lying to you. One final thing I want to say. This mailer which you guys put out, right? Where it says, the mayor said stop 800 Sylvan. Let me ask, he did put out that sign, and we're trying to stop him. I want to know one thing. What about the sign that you put out? Keep 800 Sylvan corporate. What are you going to do about that? That's what I want to know. Can you answer that question for me? I sure can. Yeah, go ahead. No? It's not going to happen because it's not going to happen because of the fraud you guys have perpetuated. That's all I have to say. Have a good night, everybody.
Your mayor. Your time came out after that, so your time doesn't matter. You know. Still awesome. You know.
Maria Valari, 45 Jane Drive. I wanted to speak to the, I don't know, maybe he left, that gentleman that spoke so nicely, and he said 3 strikes, you're out. I think what he missed is he missed one of the strikes was when you guys dropped the ball and dumped our plan that was already going. Judge Farrington would not have been able to say, you, Englewood Cliffs, did not build 1 unit. If we had been able to present to her, this is what we already have. We bought the property, we're going to develop it. So the 3rd strike was when you Democrats decided to come in and dump that deal and decided to deal with Normandy. What I would also like to say, Mr. Wu, I'm going to ask you each individually, and please, if you could give me an answer, please do. Councilman Wu, will you vote yes to appeal the decision that Judge Farrington?
Absolutely.
Yes. Mr. Aversa, will you vote yes to appeal the decision that Judge Farrington made? Is that yes or no? Okay, I'll take that as a no. Mr. Song, you don't say much, and I feel like you should contribute something to this council. I feel that you just sit there and just kind of go along with what the vote is. I wish you would be more assertive in your beliefs and speak out. What I would like to...
I do say something. Whenever I do say something, I feel like I get attacked also. So.
That's... Okay.
Well, to answer your question,
yes.
I voted yes to you.
You would vote to appeal. Thank you. Ms. O, would you vote yes to appeal the decision? I would. Thank you. Ms. Sabari, would you vote yes?
Yes, we already appealed. We already agreed.
No. I'm talking about the appeal that Judge Farrington gave us. You agreed. Mr. Farrow, will you?
Yes.
Thank you. So this is my opinion. I think what the public should understand is that all the residents who get up to speak up for the Democrat majority are all diehard Parisi supporters, by most part. They often get up with words of outrage towards Mayor Kranjak and the Republican council people. One needs to ask, who are these people? Yeah. Who are these people? Most of them have been involved in politics for many years. Most residents don't know those names. Obviously, the people that have been here for a long, long time do know those names. And those people are people that have sat on that board, that have had family members who have sat on that board, who have police officers and chiefs in the police station, and they have chiefs and children in the fire department. And so I wish that everybody would understand sometimes that not all the people that get up here are connected that way, but the majority are. So we have to ask ourselves these questions. Why are these opposers of Mayor Kranjak and the Republican people, why do they want to have affordable housing in this town? Why, after 40 years of total control, we didn't build 1 unit? And I'm upset that the judge throws it at the residents. That's who she said it. She said, hey, you Englewood Cliffs people. She's not talking about just you. She's talking about the rest of us. The fact is, the rest of us probably didn't even know what was going on. You heard affordable housing here and there. You heard Mayor Parisi saying, oh, don't worry, we're taking care of it. And the people here believed what they were being told. And you were voted to represent us, yet we weren't presented with all the facts. You really have to ask, why would you abandon the progress that the Republicans and Mayor Kranjak had begun to negotiate? Why would they not want to go? Why didn't they include everybody? Why did you exclude the mayor and the other council people? You know what? I agree with Ms. Park. You're supposed to be working together, but you didn't work together. You worked on your own without any consideration for the residents of this town. You know what? I have so much, and I get very emotional. I think that we need answers from you. We don't need smiles and platitudes and little smirkies. And you know what? I'm a human being. Everybody here is a human being. Democrat, Republican, Independent, we're all here as residents. And I want to see you people work together to fight this. We are not against affordable housing. There's a misconception here. When you hear affordable housing, oh my God, those racist people in Englewood Cliffs don't want to put poor people. That's not what we are opposing. We are opposing multiple dwellings that is going to change the face of Englewood Cliffs. This is a beautiful town. You are willing to allow builders who are going to make a landfall on what they put up there, because that's all they're in it for. They don't care about it. Those are the people that don't care about affordable housing. Those people only care about what they put in their pocket at the end of the job. And I think that you need to do something better for us, and you need to start working on it now, whatever it is. Because Judge Farrington needs to understand that it isn't fair that our voices were not heard in that courtroom. You should have called people from the town to say, we're not racist. We are just opposing changing the face of Englewood Cliffs, destroying this beautiful little town. And you know what? Shame on Joe Parisi Jr., because I really believe his father cared about this town and he wanted to keep it beautiful. But not everybody has the right intentions when they make their decision. So I hope that you all do make a good decision. And by the way, Lizette, just for the record, you didn't give me Oprahs when residents asked them, when they should have gotten them. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Dave DiGregorio, 165 Charlotte Place. Hope everyone is doing well. There's a lot of anger in this room tonight, and inciting that anger is easy. I could do it right now. Some other residents, fellow residents, have done that, and some people have applauded, but it's not going to do us a lick of good to incite people, inciting the anger in people. Mayor Kranjak has repeated, facts, not feelings. Well, facts. So let's deal with the facts. The way I see it, there was good reason not to say certain things. Inciting or angering our good friends from Normandy probably is not a good thing. Inciting and angering the judge is probably not a logical thing. So anybody who is inciting anger, it's the oldest playbook. It's done throughout history, sometimes to a point where 6 million people died as a result. We don't want any part of inciting people. And anyone who does incite people, we have to see it for what it is. It's a cheap way of getting everyone angry and everyone to applaud. Let's let logic rule. And let's not let the ego, let's not take advantage of people's anger. I understand people's anger, but it has no place in here. I agree with some of what you said very nicely, the gentleman before. So let's all talk and let's not get the emotion. As Mayor Kranjak said, let's work with facts. Let's put our feelings in the back seat a little bit. Okay, I hope that you agree with me, Mayor. Yes? Good. So please, don't, I'm going to appeal to you because you're the leader here. Please don't incite any anger in anybody. Let's work together. Let's share. There's some very qualified experts in this audience that might be able to help. I yield the rest of my time. Is that right? Okay.
Mayor, can I just change this real quick before the next one?